Whole thing just got clipped off. All right. So let's get back to it. What up, Crispy? Salute. Hope everyone's doing well. Sorry, my last stream got all bonky. All wonky, excuse me. What's new, my friend? Good to see you. Hope you are well. Nice. Yeah, it's starting to cool down a bit. I'm bumming. I wanted summer to go on for another month. It's definitely getting cooler at night. I've noticed a lot of caterpillars walking, which usually is a sign things are coming quick. You ready for some football? I know I am. Yeah, I'm ready for some football too. I watched one college game this weekend. That game that was in Ireland. I'm sick of waiting. I want it to start now. But let's listen to Sean King break down the truth on why Dylan Gabriel is ahead of Shedeur Sanders. A lot of people don't like Shedeur. A lot of people like Shedeur. Every team has to make their cuts by 4 o'clock tomorrow night, I'm pretty sure. Sounds like Shedeur's still going to be a part of the Browns. I'd pick him up if I was a team that needed a third. Second or third, fuck it, pick him up. If they did get rid of him, I don't think they're going to. But let's hear why Sean King thinks Dylan Gabriel is ahead of Shedeur Sanders. Sean King was a decent quarterback in his day.
Just hit 1,000 likes.
Give us an update on life.
The show damn near grown, Sean. The show damn near grown since you've
The
been
show
gone.
has grown a lot since you've been gone. I don't know what that means, but it's grown. Fuck you, Sweaty. Anyway, Shedeur Sanders.
Yes.
I disagree slightly with JB because I don't think he sucks. I think he's average.
I'd say he's average.
I think he has a skill set. If he does,
I don't think Shedeur sucks. Do you guys think Shedeur Sanders sucks? I don't think he does. I don't think he's Tom Brady. But I think on the right team, he could do some things. I think you give him some time to figure some shit out and work on his game. I think he could be a starting quarterback. I really do. I've seen him make some plays at Colorado. He wasn't fucking terrible.
everything right to be a good starter in this league.
Oh, I see what you did. The thumbnail does say he sucks. All right, go ahead. You're right.
The problem with Shador is he's emotionally immature and he doesn't realize it yet.
Really?
Tuck said, Mom, they accepted my offer on the house.
He's emotionally immature? Maybe. His brother looked emotionally immature getting thrown out of that game the other night.
Built-in grill.
Oh, you could cook. I don't know how he does it.
Because he operates in such a bubble, he's surrounded by so many apologists. He's always been in a position where his dad was the ultimate authority, so he's never had to be, I guess, I don't want to say humble because I don't think humble is the right word, but he's never had to be accountable for his behavior and his actions.
Because he never had to compete for the spot.
But I'm talking about just the emotional maturity part. Like,
That's
you're not going in the game for the 2-minute drill, so I'm going to walk to the end zone and back with my helmet on by myself, kind of the meat thing. But if you go back to Colorado, after the Colorado State game, getting into it with the quarterback, at the Nebraska game, walking off the field before the game was over. Like, there have been like these kind of childish reactions, you know, throughout his career that he's never really been accountable for. And if I knew him, I would tell him this.
It's a good point.
You did exactly what the Cleveland Browns were afraid you would do.
Yeah.
The minute that you didn't agree with something that they did, instead of handling it like a true pro, you kind of went back into that, woe is me, I'm the victim, everybody's against me. And prime sexuals, Shador sexuals, tell them, please stop talking about when he's in the game. Every rookie quarterback in this draft has played in the game with guys that are probably not going to be on the team. Jackson Dart came in third. Tyler Shook came in second. Yeah. Like, all the quarterbacks in this draft have had to endure and go and compete in the same environment. The thing that I'm looking for is if you are an elite player, if you are legendary, and you're on the field with guys that aren't going to be on the team, then you should look elite and you should look legendary. Like, Smitty, if you're a hooper and you go to the Y and you playing with a bunch of cats that ain't that good, you should still look like a hooper.
Because basketball is different. It's not the ultimate team sport. If I'm a quarterback, I need my O-line, I need my receivers to get open. You should know this more than anybody. If my O-line is shitty and my receivers is about to be working at Walmart and Costco and I'm throwing the ball to them, they can't get open, it makes it tough for me. Now, I'm not blaming it all on them. Shador has to be better. I'm saying that. But we over here evaluating how he walked off and now he turned it. So what the hell we doing, son?
Body language and mannerisms don't matter in pro sports.
We overreading it. We're over-evaluating right now because he's Shador Sanders. Tell me how
Yeah, but professional coaches don't like that shit. Bill Belichick won't deal with that shit. A lot of pro coaches won't deal with that shit. Especially these old school guys. They will not deal with that shit. They won't deal with the fucking dude with an attitude. A lot of these coaches. Coaching professionals is different too. Some of these coaches are idiots. But you listen to some of the old Patriots stories. The only reason they won is because everyone bought into the shit. But a lot of these coaches aren't going to put up with that shit, especially from a fucking rookie. Especially when you already got a little bit of an attitude, people are saying.
Don't walk off. I want you to know.
If you're going to be an apologist, then tell me this. Name the top 10 quarterbacks in the National Football League and tell me which one of them behave like that.
But have I just walk down?
No.
Top 10 quarterbacks in the NFL that'll lose their mind if they get pulled out of a preseason game? None of them. None of them. Not one.
No, what did he do? He didn't do anything. I'm just saying it's a tough game. Right? You're mad that you didn't get put in the game. So in the middle of the game, before the game's over, I'm going to walk to the end zone and walk back. In and of itself, it's not, a fireable offense, but it also demonstrates emotional immaturity.
So what about the time Buddy throw his helmet and throw his tablet when he throw a pick? Is that okay?
Yes.
What about when the GOAT, the greatest quarterback of all time, would throw his tablet down and throw his helmet and have a temper tantrum? Is that okay?
But do you know why he's throwing the tablet?
Why?
Because he just looked at the play and he knows he should have recognized that defense, and he's so pissed off at himself he made that mistake that he threw the tablet.
So the why matters, not the action, the why.
Yes.
Okay, got you.
100%.
Okay, cool.
That's
Can I defend Sean on
He's
this?
grown man. We don't defense. Super
I
Bowl
agree.
champion.
Well, listen,
I agree. He got that fucking perturbed that he wasn't put into the end of the game in a preseason game that didn't mean shit. I see both sides of it. But they're going to make him mature one way or another, or he's going to blow his top. One thing's going to happen for sure.
NFL quarterback.
it's
Millions of dollars. Come on.
It's actually just gonna further cook you. You don't know what the fuck you're talking
We'll be a
about.
team. I thought we were a team on this shit.
And we are a team,
We'll do it the right way.
but
then.
that's why we have the best show.
Put your hand out, Sean. I don't like that. We black.
Sean, the bottom line is he is a fucking what position does he play?
Quarterback.
I don't understand Smitty's
Fair,
text.
my
Smitty
quarterback.
keeps talking as if this cat is a
It's a
fucking
wide receiver.
he's like
Gotta have your head in.
or some shit that don't matter.
So
like,
quarterback can have emotions.
yeah, no, it's different.
I know you ain't talking.
Smitty, you were looking.
It's like that shit. Pitchers, goalies, quarterbacks. You got to keep your fucking head on straight, or it's not going to work. There's certain positions in sports you can't have a fucking knucklehead that can't keep his emotions about him and like fall apart, like woe is me attitude. I get what these guys are saying.
Looked at different. Leaders create leaders, homie. We're not just out here fucking some guy nobody cares about.
Did you not watch Last Chance U?
I didn't watch it.
Motherfucker, I know a motherfucker on there who was temper tantrum and yelling like a motherfucker.
It don't matter.
Quarterbacks and coaches.
Yeah, but I think
Who was a champion though at the same
Hey,
time?
Sean, did I put a pink jersey on though and run with my players when I was wrong?
No.
See, I never seen Shador do that. I never seen Shador ever go out and own.
Cause we don't watch practice.
No.
We don't watch none of that
I'm
shit.
asking you, have you seen him own being immature?
Yeah.
I haven't seen it.
He take ownership of every situation.
No, he has.
After the first preseason game, they talked to him. He said, I didn't play that well. He's like, give myself like a
That is
C+.
not owning nothing.
He said there's throws in the
That ain't
field.
owning your
man.
temper
He said,
tantrums.
He ain't having no temper. He walked to the. This motherfucker did this, Sean. He went like this. He said, I ain't going in 2 minutes warning.
Yeah, like a fucking mark.
And now we fucking.
Wow, people are fucking intense over Shador Sanders. I think he's good enough to get a chance in the league. I think he's a number 2 quarterback at worst. And he's only a rookie. But I think he has some fucking character flaws. And I think that's why Dylan Gabriel's ahead of him. Dylan Gabriel played pretty damn well, too. He threw an awful pick. One of the worst picks I've seen in a long time. But he did put up some numbers in his defense. I'd still go with Shador.
Opinion
Can't.
regarding a specific player. It is
crazy.
unbelievable.
Sean, it's unbelievable because the shit that Smitty's saying over here is the same thing that they come out and accuse fucking Stefanski for. Oh, he don't like Shador. He racist. Motherfucking Deshaun Watson's a quarterback. He's the highest paid motherfucker. Isn't he a brother? This shit is it's unbelievable. I'm tired of hearing this.
I get that.
The same shit we endorse Shador for when we critique him, we're fucking racist, haters. It's unbelievable. This motherfucker's one-side Molly over here.
And I'm the
Little
person.
bit. He's
I said
always
from
like
the
that.
beginning, they've got to trust the process. I didn't
He's a
try to
Wookiee.
anoint Shador as a starter when he played well. I didn't say Shador should be cut when he played bad. It's all a learning. It's all a learning experience. But here's where Shador got to be careful. Dylan Gabriel acts like a more emotionally mature
Yeah.
Steps up.
player.
He is 31 years old, but yeah,
Hey,
nah.
Smitty.
Yeah.
Hey,
He's old for a fucking...
Smitty, at D-line, you can get all emotional. You got to have bulletproof emotions at quarterback. You got to.
You're rubbing your eyes on me. He's telling you.
I'm just telling you, you got to have bulletproof
Dylan
emotions.
Gabriel, he fits the mold more. He's a little more quarterbackial.
No, he just looks more mature. He steps up in the pocket on a consistent basis when the rush, kind of gets up the field. He gets rid of the ball in rhythm more consistently. I'm not saying long-term he's going to be better, but there is an evaluation of where they are right now. And right now, Dylan looks like he does the little things on a more consistent basis than Shador.
He also throws picks and fumble. Go ahead, JB.
Can I make
That's
a suggestion?
true.
Yeah.
When Sean's on, we don't talk about quarterbacks with you ever again.
All right, I'll just say it quiet until we get done. We move to the next time.
You're
And Smitty, my question is because obviously you're a Shador sexual.
No, I'm not.
Why is
Yeah,
there
nothing
so much?
special. I'm a virgin.
Why is there so much but what you got?
I always.
He played bad,
But
Yeah.
we're judging
he
his emotion.
walked away from the entire team.
He was the third string, but
I get it.
My mortgage.
I still think Shador's better than Dylan Gabriel. I get why they're doing what they're doing, but I still think he's the better option. I'm not big on Dylan Gabriel. I gotta be honest, I'm not big on him whatsoever. So we talked about Terry McLaurin's contract, a little bit about the Sanders boys and their situations. Tomorrow night, 4 o'clock, everyone's gonna have their roster in. 53-man roster must be in at 4 o'clock, I believe, tomorrow night. Be interesting to see what happens with a lot of players. I know Shiloh Sanders was already cut. Might see him in Cincinnati, might see him in Cleveland. There's a couple places that might have a spot for him. I think he ends up on someone's practice squad or on someone's special team somewhere, even if not right away, as the season goes on and people get hurt. If Deebo Samuel stays healthy, Washington's going to be scary. If Deebo's anything like the old Deebo, I think Washington's going to be a problem offensively. I can see why they got rid of Robinson, resigning him. It makes a little more sense now. They gave him a huge contract, $96 million over 3 years. Oh, that's as much. He could make it up to as much as $96 million. Weight loss is going good. Mom's rehab's getting better every day. Not too much new over here. Just wanted to come on live, shoot the shit, say what's up. I heard the LAPD is looking into Rampage Jackson's son and what happened with that wrestler. They're investigating it. I heard the guy's not doing great, but he's alive. What else is going on? See if there's any new NFL news. Shador Sanders to the Raiders? Question mark. Let's see. This dropped about an hour ago. Full NFL live news. Micah Parsons' time in Dallas is done. Shador Sanders to the Raiders? Question mark. Hendrickson? Question mark. Let's check it out.
Joe Mixon by Tuesday's 4 p.m. deadline. Instead, they obviously now will place him on the non-football injury list due to his ankle injury. He's going to be out at least 4 games. We'll see when and if he's able to return this season, but he hasn't practiced yet. And now
Joe Mixon to remain on non-football injury list, miss at least 4 games to start the season for the Texans.
on a 3-year extension worth up to $96 million. McLaurin was entering the last year of his deal. He has not practiced, and if they want to get him back by the start of the regular season when they played the Giants, it was imperative that they get a deal done with McLaurin now. They've done that, and now he should be able to play in the opener against the Giants. And the Cincinnati Bengals know they're on the clock with Trey Hendrickson. They're trying to get a deal done. They haven't made a whole lot of progress so far, but as we saw with Terry McLaurin and the time of the year that we're on, these deals can come together quick. Now, Trey Hendrickson obviously has been at
Surprised they
odds with
haven't
the
paid him.
Bengals over guaranteed money. That's been the holdup this entire time. The two sides have not made much progress there. We'll see if they can find a different solution and a way around that to overcome this and get a deal done.
Well, listen, I tell you what, it sure sucks when nearly 50% of your sacks is walking around practice in street clothes. And then there's this situation in Dallas, right? The D-Town showdown, and it came to a head over this weekend when Micah Parsons decided to lay down on the trainer's table mid-game. Of course, Parsons is still awaiting a new deal from Cowboys owner Jerry Jones. And Todd Archer is reporting that there is no sign of Parsons doing open portion of practice today. And new on NFL Live, here's Cowboys corner Trayvon Diggs and quarterback Dak Prescott.
Not good.
You know, I'm not him at the end of the day. You know, I just hope, you know, we get everything worked out, get everything, you know, situated. You know, all the guys miss him. Everybody wants him out there, you know, so I just hope, you know, everything.
The dude's got 52 and a half sacks in 4 seasons. Pay the fucking guy.
Gets handled so he can just go out there and win.
He has to be traded, but you think he wants to be part of this team?
Most definitely. Like I've heard him say before, you know, he plays the game, you know, for us. You know, we go out there sweating, blood, sweat, tears. We work out together, you know, training together. So, you know, it's really, you know, him being with us at the end of the day. So I know for sure he wants to be out there with us and, you know, just helping this team win. You know, this is home, like this is his family. So why wouldn't he want to be here?
As I alluded to before, I mean, there's been a case of something similar to this the last 3 years, I believe. So if not before, I mean, I guess, right? Not necessarily. I think that's people can take it however they want. I think it's kind of part of the way guys think and see things around here. I don't always hear a lot, but I actually did hear DeMarcus Lawrence talking about it, and I think he hit it on the head of like, when you're here in this organization, this is just how you see things are done, whether they're right, wrong, or whoever has their view about them. But what I think that does help is allow us to just stay focused on our jobs and us understanding that us putting energy toward any of that doesn't help.
DeMarcus Lawrence said that on the pivot, by the way, if you people want to go check that out. But Adam, listening to Dak Prescott and Trayvon Diggs, you know, they seem to want Micah there, and Dak sort of saying, hey, man, this is just how it goes. Where do things stand now in Dallas?
Well, see, he said it to you, but the fact of the matter is there has not been any progress towards a new deal. There have been no new talks. One person described this to me today, this issue with Micah Parsons, as Jerry Jones Waterloo. Doesn't want to give in at all to Micah Parsons. Micah Parsons has gone public in his announcement that he'd like to be traded away from Dallas. We saw him laying on a table during the preseason game. And again, the Cowboys
Trade him to
open
New
their
England.
season a week from Thursday night in Philadelphia.
New England will
Eagles.
take him.
Micah Parsons still has not practiced yet. They're waiting for him to practice. And again,
New England got the
right
money
now,
too.
he still has back tightness. Back tightness likely is going to last until next week and probably will be there until and unless a contract extension gets done. And right now, there's no sign that an extension will get done anytime soon.
Nothing loosens up back tightness like heavy pockets.
Like 2 collars, $42 million a year.
Pockets.
Yep.
Dan, do you have any issues with the way Micah handled himself this weekend?
I don't, but I do want to talk about Dak's comments a little bit because, you know, listening to Dak talk, and Dak's always very...
2 croissants, please.
Dak's always hurt. Dak's always hurt. Dak went through the same thing, and Jerry's making him say that shit. So he still has a spot on the team if he gets hurt again.
In the media, but I did sense like there was a little bit of frustration hearing him talk when he was like, this has happened for like 3 out of the last 4 years. And I know part of him is saying, you just understand that's how it goes, whether right, wrong, or indifferent, you agree with it or not. We all know that's not right. Like, we all know that's not what's best or what the best organizations winning wise are doing. So when I hear him talk, like I feel like he's like, yeah, it just happens, almost to a point where he sounds numb to it. Like, yeah, this is just what we do. And you know, our job is to not deal with the noise and just focus on our job. And while I understand that, you know you can't just focus on your job because you're answering questions to it, and your team is weaker with him not there. And so, like, I just think that's really challenging as the quarterback to the team.
You know, he almost sounded exasperated with it, right?
Yeah.
Dak Prescott's basically saying to you, I don't know why we talk about this year after year. Look at Zach Martin, look at myself, look at CeeDee Lamb, look at DeMarcus Lawrence. This is what happens every single preseason. But what also happens is playoff failure. What also happens is coming up short. And so if you're the Dallas Cowboys, you would think at some point you decide to change things a little bit, Field, from what's been happening throughout the past history.
You would think. Logic would tell you that, right? It hasn't happened over the past 8 or 9 years since the Zeke holdout took place after his 3rd season in the NFL and lasted until like 3 days before the regular season began.
With the Cowboys.
Circle back to what Micah did over the weekend. I don't like it. But the problem is it starts at the top. And the reason why Micah is acting this way is because Jerry Jones can't keep his mouth shut. And every time he talks about this negotiation, he makes things worse. This is reactionary from Micah Parsons. Two things can be true at the same time. I don't like Micah's decision to lay down and that, like, it's you're still part of the locker room, man. And those are your teammates that I get it. A lot of the guys aren't playing.
Jerry Jones needs to pay Micah Parsons or trade him. I don't even think he wants to be there at this point. I don't even think he wants to be there. I don't think, unless the money's so astronomical. I don't think he even wants to be there anymore. He's so disgusted from the whole thing. Guy's got almost 55 sacks in 4 seasons. Pay him. Are you stupid?
But there are dudes who are busting their hump just to make a roster in the NFL, to make as much in an entire season as he makes in like a day. You got to respect those guys a little bit more. But this is an issue because Jerry Jones just keeps talking about it in a way that has been, frankly, kind of embarrassing to Micah publicly, right? Like
embarrassing and disrespectful to Micah.
Those two things. So, like, if Jerry doesn't want to have situations like what took place this weekend, there are 2 ways to fix it. 1, we can stop talking. 2, more importantly, we can get a deal done. And ultimately, that should be the priority here. It should not be that difficult of a deal to get done.
No.
The highest paid defensive player in NFL history is pretty simple. You know what the highest paid player is now. It's Myles Garrett. Get above that number.
Well, listen, the Dallas Cowboys have 5 Lombardi trophies, and there's another team that does business a little bit differently that has 6, and that's the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, my friend Schefter, tell us what's going on in Washington.
RC, Terry McLaurin and the Washington Commanders have reached agreement on a 3-year deal worth up to $96 million. McLaurin was entering the last year of his contract and obviously looking for a raise. The two sides have been discussing a deal. We are at August 25th. The season opens next week. The Commanders are busy getting ready for the regular season opener against the New York Giants. McLaurin hasn't practiced this summer, and if there were a time to get a deal done to keep alive his chances of playing that regular season opener, this would be it. This morning, they reached agreement on a deal that will end his hold-in, allow him to get back on the practice field,
money,
and means he'll soon. I think they're
$96 million over the next 3 years for Terry McLaurin. Commanders fans should be very happy. If Deebo Samuel is anything like he's been, they're going to destroy people this year. Let's see what's up with Joe Mixon's injury. Doesn't sound good. He's going to miss at least the first 4 games for the Texans.
About when and if Joe Mixon will play again this season.
This is absolutely huge news, not only for the Houston Texans as a team, but for third-year quarterback C.J. Stroud. Dan, how big is this news about Joe Mixon?
That's a security
Absolutely
blanket.
Enormous. One of the best backs in football. This is an offense down in Houston that is, to your point, third-year C.J. Stroud, breaking in a new offensive coordinator, Nick Caley, and relatively 5 new offensive starters as a group together. So to not have the premier back attached to that is a big deal. Second of all, we've worked with him long enough. If Schefter is saying something about the uncertainty of host the 4 games, there's that makes me give a lot of hesitation to what Joe Mixon's future is like going to be after those 4 games.
Yeah, and what scares me about this is Joe Mixon was so important to this team, the physicality that he played with, even on a team that wasn't great up front last year. And so now you're thinking about C.J. Stroud, who has all of these weapons on the outside. That play action game, to me, is going to be a huge part of his success.
Yeah, I don't know how they replace Joe Mixon. He's been huge for C.J. Stroud in his development. Going to miss at least 4 games to start the year. And I have questions about C.J. Stroud already. I'm not sold on him.
success, and I think it takes a big hit without having Joe Mixon on the field. You don't know if it's going to be 4 games or more, but for the hopes of DeMeco Ryans and his team, you definitely hope he's back sooner than later. Let's get to some Week 3 preseason play. We have Dillon Gabriel versus Shedeur.
Dillon Gabriel versus Sanders. Let's hear what they have to say about how the two performed. We spoke about this a little bit earlier.
Sanders, the Browns do win the game 19-17. Derek Carr questioned the Browns' decision to pull Sanders late in the 4th quarter. He tweeted, "I need to understand why we don't get to see Shedeur Sanders run this 2-minute drill. Wouldn't you want to see your young QB operate in this situation, get him more reps for the future? I didn't see the whole game, so maybe he already showed enough. Help me understand this." The questioning of Stefanski continued during his press conference availability on Sunday.
Can you address this sort of persistent narrative that that you're trying to sabotage Shedeur Sanders, especially after yesterday and not putting him in for the 2-minute?
Yeah, obviously, I don't concern myself with outside type of things, but I'm committed to his development, just like all of our rookies. So. We'll continue to focus.
Windows. He holds on to it. It leads to a sack fumble. That's something that he's going to have to grow and develop of understanding how quickly it happens. This one, the defense wins the rep. They call it bootleg. The defender's there. It's first down at the 48-yard line. Instead of throwing it away, we run for a 3-yard loss, and it becomes that 2nd and 12 and a half, 2nd and 13. Okay, now we're 2nd and 13. The ball should get out to the tight end. But now we're running around trying to dance, and again, it's a loss of yardage of 6 yards, and we're hurting the football team. This is Dillon Gabriel, 3rd and 10. The backer up top right near the hash is going to trigger. Look how quickly he plays. Sees that guy vacate. He wants to be in between those 2 second-level defenders with the ball placed in the tight end. He knows that the tight end's running that 10-yard hook route. Ball's out now. Receiver's not looking for it, guys. This is the anticipation, the NFL timing that matters. That ball is out before that receiver's open, and it's out of his hands in 2 seconds. That's how you minimize a pass rush. This is that thrash sail route.
Yeah, he didn't have people on his ass like Shedeur, though. The fucking guys blew right by the line when Shedeur was in there. Just keeping it real. I think Shedeur deserves a shot. I think he's been better than Gabriel. I know he didn't play well yesterday. His line was terrible. Everyone he played with, they cut.
Bottom of the screen. You're going to want to throw that deep corner. It's 3rd and 6. 1, 2, 3 hits. The ball's coming out of his hands in 2.3 seconds before Thrash is running that route, and he flattens it. And I always say this. You can have anticipation without accuracy, and you can have accuracy without anticipation. It won't make you good. Can you have the anticipation and the accuracy? Gabriel has that at the NFL world right now. Right now, Shedeur doesn't. He's just got to grow and develop to get that.
Yeah, specific to this game, because we have seen some bright moments from Shedeur Sanders during the preseason and some not so bright moments from Dillon Gabriel throughout the preseason. But this looked like the bad stuff that we saw from Shedeur at Colorado.
Dan Orlovsky, the worst quarterback in NFL history. One of them. He fucking stunk. It bothers me listening to him sometimes because he was so bad. Dan Orlovsky was fucking terrible. But yeah, a lot of people not happy what they did to Shedeur yesterday. Everyone's got to make their cuts by tomorrow, 4:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Then I'm pretty sure they're used to.
Plug this in.
Okay. Like Caleb, that I'm pretty sure they're used to around there. Hey, but we're just getting. Caleb Williams' final numbers Friday night were solid. He finished 11 of 15, 113 yards, and a touchdown pass. But new head coach Ben Johnson did not like what he saw, especially early on in the game. He addressed it post-game.
And offensively, first 2 possessions was really sloppy football that has plugged us in and out of camp so far, and unfortunately that's what we got here tonight. Good news is we'll be able to look at this tape and coach it up with our guys, and I think it's out of our system hopefully for us going into the regular season.
No, it's diet. It's diet Dr. Pepper in a mason jar. A lot of people like Caleb Williams right now. He's had a decent preseason. He's also looked horrible during practice, but in the games, he's looked good.
Dano, did you have the same level of pessimism that Ben Johnson
America.
had?
No, because I'm expecting some highs and some lows, but I actually was encouraged by 2 plays from Caleb Williams that show me in-game growth and development. Okay, so I want you guys to see up top. This play is called shin, okay? It is a combination of a short in by Romo Dunze and then an in route by that tight end. The concept is going to be read number 1, shallow, to number 2, high.
And growth from Caleb Williams. All the physical skills are there for Caleb Williams. The one thing I want to urge people to not do is make their decision about whether this marriage is going to work the minute we see them on the field in 2 weeks from today
in September.
Monday Night Football, right? This is going to take some time because the Bears have talked about overloading Caleb Williams with as much as they possibly could early on in training camp, seeing what works and seeing what he can develop, and then taking all of the information, the snapshot of August, and turning it into September progress. I would say on the whole, wasn't perfect. I thought there was more progress than steps back or reasons for concern from Caleb Williams.
Yeah, listen, we're not expecting perfection from Caleb Williams.
I think some people are.
To me, what you're expecting is to see him continue to grow, not only necessarily in the physical tools that we already know he can display, but the way he processes the game, the way he recovers from seeing a play one time, headed to the sideline, talking about it, and then executing the way that Dan showed us on the sail route to Romo Dunze. That's what I want to see from Caleb Williams. The ability to handle the adversity and then play better the next time.
See, I also think it's this. It's not just Caleb learning Ben Johnson. There's a Ben Johnson learning Caleb.
Yeah.
And so maybe he watches that double inbreaker that I showed and said, well, maybe Caleb doesn't see that well right now or flawlessly, but then you watch him see the inbreaker and the outbreaker and go, oh, he's got a comfort level in seeing that stuff. So I think part of that is the evolution and the learning process from the coach of what does this guy really like to see and how many different plays
it's not crack,
build into that world.
It's truly about how efficient can Caleb Williams be. And if there's one thing that Ben Johnson knows, it's efficiency, because the Detroit Lions were the most efficient offense the last 2 seasons under Ben Johnson. But still to come, Bo Nix NFL Live. Drake May just spoke and hit on his growing relationship with Josh McDaniels and new star wide receiver Stephon Diggs.
I think I'm pumped up. I think anytime you get a chance to go into a game and you'll see how the game plan works, and you can see a little bit in preseason, but now it's full go. Kind of game plan a team and watching tape, with him in there and just seeing what he's seeing and try to be on the same page. That's whether there's extra work with him or extra work out of practice from the filmer. But it's good for us to use him, as much as he's able to, handle. And I think it's excited to get out there and throw him a couple footballs and building the chemistry in practice. I think we've got kind of built it, here lately, and I think just kind of carry that into the season.
Drake May with some youthful exuberance. Let's dive a little deeper on some of these second-year quarterbacks and see what's on trend. We start with Drake May in New England, who pretty much has a brand new offensive line this season, right? 8 new offensive linemen. 4.
Smoking crack's not a joke. You're probably a young little asshole that's never been around crack or see what it does to people. Smoking crack's not a fucking joke. It's a horrible thing.
Of them likely starting in week 1. The Pats ranked second worst in pass block last year. So Phil,
You sound like
trend
one.
of this O-line, does it continue?
Yeah, I think it gets better. I think it has a chance to get closer to league average. I'm not as concerned about the tackle duo. I think there's 2 solid pieces in place there. I want to see the Patriots tap into Drake May's legs this year to help out his offensive line. When a defense thinks there is a threat for the quarterback to run, it just allows them or forces them to rush a little bit differently. Drake May, of course, an outstanding scrambler when given the chance to tap into his lower half.
Okay, let's go to Minnesota, where we talk a little bit about...
I'm excited for the first time in a long time for the Patriots. I think they should do all right against the Raiders. I think we should beat the Raiders. I'm going to be pissed if we lose to the Raiders. Let's check out and see what they have to say about the Vikings quarterback situation.
J.J. McCarthy. He will be the third starting quarterback under Kevin O'Connell.
Shut the fuck
first
up.
two fared
No
pretty
one
well.
cares.
Kirk Cousins in 2022 and Sam Darnold last year. Both started every single game that year.
Goodbye.
Both won at least 13 games, and both made it to a Pro Bowl. Dio, do you expect KO to get that same sort of play out of J.J. McCarthy?
I very much so do. One, because JJ's skill set is custom made to be in this offense when it comes to the play action game. The other element is this offensive line is very good, and they have, when healthy, a plethora of weapons. Athletically, he's perfect for what they want to do. The one thing that is going to be the determining factor between him lighting it up and reaching those levels is his arm is plenty strong to drive the football. How much does he grow in some of those touch throws above those second levels will determine how good he becomes this season.
All right, let's take it to the A-Town and talk a little bit about Michael Penix. We didn't get to see Michael Penix a ton last year, but one trend stood out above the rest. Look at how much he valued pushing the football down the field, showing that strong arm. 14% of his throws.
A lot of the games he played in didn't really matter either. I mean, they were still kind of in the playoff hunt, but not really. He went 1-2 as a starter. He's an older guy. He played a ton of college football. I'm very interested to see what these young quarterbacks do this year.
Throws, and that ranked 4th in the NFL. Cousins ranked 34th in that category. Adam, how hard will it be to keep this trend going for Michael Penix Jr. with some of the issues they have on the O-line?
Well, RC, keep in mind, Caleb McGarry is out with a knee injury. Could be 6, 7, 8 weeks, but it sounds like it's going to be, in the words of the Falcons, significant time. He plays right tackle. He protects Michael Penix's blind side, and the player that backs him up is Storm Norton. He's now out for 6 to 8 weeks, so they are missing 2 tackles that would protect Michael Penix's blind side. That could be a potential issue for the Atlanta Falcons.
Bo Nix came straight out of Oregon balling. Last year, he led all rookies in passing yards and passing touchdowns. His 29 pass touchdowns were also 6th most among all.
A lot of young guys. There's a lot of room for shakeup in the NFL this year. A lot. There's a lot of young guys that did well last year. There's a lot more young guys coming in this year. I think the Saints are in big trouble. I think the Saints should have took Shedeur Sanders. I don't think either of the quarterbacks they have are the answer. But let's check out what they have to say, what's going on in New Orleans with the quarterbacks.
Yep, that was on that team. But coming up, the Commanders. All right, y'all, it's a home game for me. We talking second lines and Mardi Gras. We're going to head to my neck of the woods, and there's still no quarterback name in the New Orleans Saints battle. Spencer Rattler and Tyler Shuck finished off their preseason pretty much identical over the weekend. Rattler got the start, but neither quarterback was able to find the end zone in their loss
because they
to
both
the Broncos.
stink.
Rattler and Shuck have been pretty much identical throughout this preseason when you look at their numbers. What really stood out to me was who moved the football most. 17 passing first downs for
Rattler
Shuck
started
to 10
last year
for Spencer Rattler. Today, Kellen Moore said that, he would turn his attention to the quarterback battle after he made some of the roster cutdowns, and that will be finalized tomorrow. Adam, tell us what you're hearing about this decision.
Well, this is a situation where basically Kellen Moore said that they are trying to make a roster decision, and they are scheduled to practice on Wednesday. I would think before they step on the practice field, the Saints will make an announcement about which starting quarterback will be their guy moving forward, whether it's going to be Spencer Rattler or Kellen or Tyler Shuck, the rookie quarterback. And so we'll see what they decide ultimately. I think that
Spencer Rattler was like this huge thing coming out of high school and really didn't do much in college. Didn't really live up to the hype. Got drafted last year, 5th round pick. Show got picked this year in the 2nd round. A lot of people were surprised that he got picked so high. I think they're going to regret drafting him. I think they should have went with Shedeur. He would have fit in good down there. I think the Saints are in for a long-ass season.
there are people who feel like they can go with Rattler and easily go to Shuck in season, but it's tougher to start with a rookie quarterback, bench him, and then turn to Rattler, who obviously was a rookie in recent seasons.
The chef, you just took my thought.
Dad drills. Let's go.
I think the Saints are in for it. I think the Saints are in big trouble this year. I think so too.
Playing at some point, strictly because RCU talked about the numbers. I believe the tape kind of sees that showing similar players. Spencer Rattler's got
I think there's a lot of teams that were good last year that could be very good this year. I also think there was teams that were good last year that are going to stink this year with all the young quarterbacks. I think you're going to see a couple quarterbacks go backwards that were good last year. I don't think Jaden Daniels is going to be one of them, though.
good arm. Tyler Shuck has a good arm. They both move relatively well, so they've had some good moments. And I just, to Shefty's point, I just think it's easier as an organization for us to go, all right, Spencer, you're going to get an opportunity. And if it's going great, great. And if not, we're very ready to move on to Tyler Shuck, who seems to be capable of running an offense. So I think either guy, you're kind of get similar play.
I think that's what matters for head coach Kellen Moore, though. Are you expecting a failure? Right? If you're expecting that you're going to have to switch quarterbacks at some point because you won't be winning enough games or because the quarterback play won't be good enough, that's not the way you want to start your season. You want to make your decision based on who gives you the best opportunity to win and who gives you that opportunity the earliest. And when you look at the film, it is extremely close. Yeah. I do believe that Spencer Rattler has a level of arm talent that's equal to Tyler Shuck. I do believe that both of these guys are around the same age. So who sort of has that factor field that can allow you to win some games early on that people don't expect you to?
I think it's going to be a long year in New Orleans. I really do. I think this roster on paper. And by the way, some of their actions this offseason suggested they understand that a gap year might be necessary. I'm not trying to undercut what this could become for either of these players as a starting quarterback in the NFL. I do think it's important to have a really good self-scout every single year. You got to be mindful. This could be a long year.
You guys re-signed your boy.
Quarterback class.
I knew I'd see you today.
Well, we're going to see a couple of them face off this upcoming Saturday night, where RC's
I know you're having one tonight.
Nussmeier face off against Cade Klubnik in Clemson.
The real Tigers in the real Death Valley field.
But it is I just think you have to and I feel the same way about the. And I feel that same way about the Cleveland Browns right now. Is that one of the most? I think it's important to get an exhaustive scouting report.
That's why they didn't resign Robinson
this upcoming season. Doesn't have to be right out of the gates. I also acknowledge that not great infrastructure around him to thrive this upcoming season. So I just think it's an incredibly important process to go through, Dano, but I do think this is going to be a long year either way.
Yeah, so for Kellen Moore, the challenge is going to be, do you share the message to your team of we are playing the guys that are going to give us the best chance to win, but also not getting what you're talking about, babyface, is with that full evaluation of these guys. Because you take a step back and be like, okay, Spencer Rattler, you should get 9 starts, and Tyler Shuck, you should get 8, or flip-flop it, whatever.
Kellen fucking Moore has got his hands full down in New Orleans. I think New Orleans is going to have a rough year. Carolina might outplay them this year. I think New Orleans is going to have, it's going to be some rough times for New Orleans this year. I don't like Tyler Show. I watched a bunch of his highlights after he got drafted before Shador. They should have took Shador. I think he would have fit well there. I don't understand it. But big day for the Commanders for sure. If they stay healthy offensively, they shouldn't have any issues on that side of the ball. I don't think.
Because they seem similar players. That seems to be the best way to go about it for the long term. But you as a coach, dangerous world, and you go, we're going to play the best guy, but also we're starting to evaluate what we look like in the future.
Yeah, I think if you're Kellen Moore, you're just trying to figure this thing out, and it seems like that's the exact same thing that the Dallas Cowboys are trying to.
Cowboys are fucked. Cowboys are fucked. I swear, I don't think the Cowboys, I'm stuttering about it because I can just kind of tell. I don't think Micah is going back to Dallas. I think he's so disgusted by the whole thing. I think he's so disgusted Jerry Jones is fucking around with him. He's not even interested anymore. Dude's got 54 and a half sacks, I think it was, in 4 seasons. And he missed a little bit of time. and you're not going to fucking pay him? And then you keep talking shit in the media, making it worse. Yeah, no doubt, Joe. I agree. What up, VA? Salute. What's popping? Pat's got the Raiders week 1. Everyone's going to have their roster in tomorrow night by 4. And it sounds like McLaurin's going to be able to play week 1. I think they got the Giants, which isn't a huge deal, but it'll be a good warm-up game for them. Pats to win the Super Bowl? All right. I hope so. They had to re-sign him. I was fucking pissed. I wanted New England to get him. New England's got a lot of money to blow. If we don't get him, I got a feeling New England's going to try and get fucking Micah Parsons. I really do. I think the Patriots are going to really make a run at him. Whether it's trading and signing him or something, I think the Patriots are going to blow some money on him. Because Drake May doesn't get a big contract for a couple of years. If he even pans out. Stephon Diggs has got a couple years. And he's getting older. I really want to see New England get Micah Parsons. If you have him, Robert Spillane, they got 2 good cornerbacks. If Gonzalez stays healthy, could be a fucking one of the best in the league. They also got the dude that played for Detroit that's been really good. I think his last name is Davis. I want New England to get Micah Parsons so bad. They're still way under the salary cap. Like, it's stupid the amount of money they have available. Got to start spending some of it. This year is going to be fascinating. This year, I think the NFL is going to be surprising to some people. And we haven't even dealt with many injuries yet around the league. Wait till the injuries start getting stacked up. There was some injury news today, though. Joe Mixon for the Texans. Pretty damn good running back. He's done well down there for them for quite a while. Going to be out at least the first 4 games of the season. And it sounds like whatever he's got going on, they think he might be done for the year. That's horrible news for the Texans. With a third-year quarterback that lost a bunch of his teammates. I think C.J. Stroud could struggle this year. I told people he would struggle last year, and he did. Still made the playoffs. Didn't look nearly as good as the year before. I think C.J. Stroud's going to struggle again. I think it might be worse than last year. If you don't have Joe Mixon and they don't got someone that steps up, it's going to be interesting what happens with them offensively. I'm not sold on Stroud. There's a couple guys I'm not really sold on yet. Drake May, I'm still not completely sold on either. For the Patriots, Bo Nix, not completely sold on. J.J. McCarthy, we haven't even seen him. I don't know why people are so souped over him. We've barely seen him play. He was out all last year with an injury. Knock on wood. Justin Herbert with the Chargers. People think he's fucking amazing, and I haven't watched him play a ton. I know they got McConklin for receiver. People love him. I know people love Herbert. I'm not totally sold on him either. I'm not. I'm not sold on Brock Purdy. I'm not sold on Joe Burrows. I'm not sold on Aaron Rodgers. There's like 4 quarterbacks I trust in the NFL. That's fucking crazy. Think about how many quarterbacks you trust that are like, I trust Jalen Hurts. I trust Mahomes. I trust Lamar Jackson. I trust Matthew Stafford. I trust Josh Allen. There's 5. How many quarterbacks you really trust around the NFL where it's like, geez, anything could happen? Whether it's because they're young or what. They got a very good defense, Joe. They got a wide receiver that's pretty damn good. They got some pieces. Bo Nix played pretty damn well last year. Got to do it again. He had some rough spots. He also had some great spots last year. But how many quarterbacks do you really fucking say, if they get a good team around them and they're healthy, you trust? Whether it's age related because they're young or they're old. Almost all of them. Think about all the quarterbacks. How many quarterbacks do you really fucking trust? Jaden Daniels, I trust so far. He's only had 1 year, and it was amazing. So it's hard not to trust him. You could also look at that the other way, but with the pieces around him and shit, I don't think Jaden's gonna. If he goes backwards, it's because he had such a phenomenal rookie season. I never even looked at his numbers, but I bet they're close to Lamar Jackson, if not better. But the thing is now everyone knows who he is. That's what people don't realize. That's why I'm saying this. Well, you got to play the Eagles twice. That's tough. You're probably going to go through the Eagles to get to the Super Bowl at some point. You probably got to play the Eagles 3 times. And you got to beat them in the playoffs. That's the only way they get to the Super Bowl, I think. If the Eagles are healthy. It's all about health as well. I look at that Eagles team, though, man. They got so much firepower on both sides of the ball. And they still they lost people, and they fucking still look like they didn't lose anyone. You look at their roster, it's fucking phenomenal. They got like 7 defensive linemen that can ball. They got edge rushers that can play linebacker. They can be down low. Right on the line. They got young DBs. They got Saquon. They got fucking 2 number 1 wide receivers with fucking Smith and what's his name? Brown. I keep hearing A.J. Brown to New England, potentially, because him and Vrabel are tight. The Eagles will never let that happen unless the Patriots just pay him so much money. That's right, Joe. That's why I can't stand Belichick. That's why I can't fucking, some of the reason I can't stand Belichick. And what he's been doing lately. What up, Mimi? Well, hopefully the Dallas Cowboys end up not giving Micah Parsons a deal and he comes up to New England. Because I'll watch him play for my Patriots. I'm not a Cowboys fan either. They were fun to watch back in the day when they had Emmitt Smith and Irvin, though. Jay Novacek. That team was fucking nuts. They beat the Bills so bad. In one of the Super Bowls, it was over. They were up by like 30 at the end of the first quarter. I'm not a Belichick guy anymore either. I still think he's a hell of a coach. I still think he had something to do with it, but I think things are going to go very poorly for Bill Belichick in college. Unless he's like the face of it. Like if he's just the face of the program and he's not really like coaching, like, you know what I mean? Like it's just like a fucking, he's like a fake coach almost. Or he's not handling much. Then it could work, potentially. I have a feeling it's not going to go well. I think he's going to struggle in college. And I think there's going to be like a lot of people talking shit because his girl's like college aged. I don't even think she's 30 years old. And then people are going to stop breaking his balls about that shit. They've already been critical because of her buttoning on interviews and shit. There's been a lot of talk lately about Bill. Brandon Bolden was on a podcast. I'll play a little bit of it. Yeah, she's like, she's all right. She's not, I wouldn't throw her out of bed for eating cookies and leaving crumbs and shit. But she's not my type. But she's hot. She's not busted. She's probably crazy as fuck. She gives me the crazy vibe. I ain't saying she's a gold digger, but they've been talking. I watched this podcast called The Raw Room, RAWROOM. It's with a bunch of former NFL players, college players. It's pretty fucking cool. And Brandon Bolden was on it. Patriots running back. That was a stud. Doesn't get the credit he deserves for being a stud for the Patriots for so many years. And he talks about how good, like how good of a coach fucking Belichick was and so how crazy it was. And the shit they would fucking... So many stories. I'm going to play a few of them right now. He said Edelman and them and shit when he caught the ball. I'll play some of the stories for you. It's pretty fucking awesome. Pardon my French. Like there's one where he's like where he knew them guys were different. It's pretty cool. But Brandon Bolden was a stud. Him, Shane Vereen, James White. James White had huge games for us. The comeback against the Falcons, James White went off. When Patriots undrafted rookie Brandon Bolden knew Tom Brady and Bill Belichick were different. This is pretty funny to listen to. And you don't get to hear very many stories about what happened there. Like it gets very close-lipped because the way that they ran shit.
to New England, you in the backfield with the GOAT with some. Well, yeah, obviously the GOAT. But I'm talking about as far as running back room. There's some more names in there. Who was Ridley was in there, wasn't it?
I had Danny Woodhead, Stephen Ridley, Shane Vereen, Rex Burkhead, Deion Lewis, James White,
shout out my boy Deion,
LeGarrette Blunt, Mike Gittisley, Jonas Gray, Sony Michelle, Damian Harris,
studs,
Ramondre Stevenson,
stud.
We look, DJ Foster. We had Cadet. He came out there for a little
Gray for a while.
Hey, shout out my dog Leon, bro.
We had Steven Jackson.
Yeah,
so 1 year for the playoffs. I had some backs, and it was always cool too because everybody was the same. Nobody really cared about getting the ball all the time.
That's what I got there. I could get that feeling from y'all. Every running back come out of New England, y'all wasn't really tripping. Y'all doing y'all fucking job.
Was a fucking animal.
Contributing most of the time, as far as if it ain't going to Gronk or Edelman, that nigga Tom throwing it to one of y'all.
Oh yeah,
right. Every time.
Because the thing about how that offense is set up, bro, the offense is set up for you to take away somebody so he can find somebody else.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So. Yeah, this play is for Gronk. Take Gronk away. Come Julian right here.
Yeah.
Take Julian away. I'm gonna hit the back.
Yeah.
You can't cover all three of them, and then that's when Brandon LaFell started going on. That's when Chris Hogan started coming out of nowhere. That's when Danny Amendola started cutting up and doing his thing. Now we back there with 3 receivers and 2 backs. Who you gonna cover?
And then that goddamn Tom.
And then
he's gonna make the right decision.
Tom was that. Tom different, bro.
Yeah.
Win, lose, or draw on a plane ride back, on a bus ride back, shit, after the game in the locker room, he watching film.
Yep.
He about to critique himself before anybody else get a chance to. Because we all
true Monday.
Hey, look, Bill, win, lose, bro, we beat somebody by 50. You would have thought we lost by 50.
On Monday?
Bro, Bill cussed us out for an hour, dog.
That's Braves was on that shit when he got to Tennessee, bro.
Crazy.
Bro, you would have thought we was the worst team in the league. That year we went to the place Seattle in the Super Bowl. We played the Chiefs. We went there. That's when I think Alex Smith was still there. The Chiefs put a 40-piece on us. Tom ain't have a good game. None of us did. But we got in there. Lights went off. Bill went in there, started the film, stopped the film, talk shit. Started the film, stopped the film, talk some more shit. Started the film, Tom threw a pick, stopped it. And we supposed to have the best fucking quarterback in the league. And he plays like this. My dog, TB says. He reached down, grabbed his shit, got the fuck out of there, and walked smooth out the fucking. Damn. Now, when I see that, I'm against the wall, and I can see into lock. That boy went straight to his locker, grabbed his phone. I was like, no, please don't tell me that. Don't do that. Not right now. Hey, 12, you straight? Oh, yeah, I'm good. He just fucked up. Boy, that nigga. We didn't have a drop pass in practice for like a month and a half.
Niggas get this shit together.
Boy, that's like I said, we went to the Super Bowl that year, man. It got hectic, boy. It got hectic.
Yeah, that's a goddamn.
Like he said, he different. He different.
Hey,
12 different.
I wouldn't expect nothing else.
Nah.
TV 12, I wouldn't expect nothing else.
Boy.
Oh, he done fucked up.
Yeah.
He done fucked up, right?
You right. Every time, like anytime he have a bad game, it really be like, boy, this next week of practice.
I love that fucking jacket.
Nobody, but don't false start. Don't say I forget.
I gotta get me that Celtics jacket Brandon Bolden has on. That's fucking dope. That's an old joint.
No, it's not gonna happen, boy.
I forgot y'all had Ryan Mallett out that thing.
Yup. Mal dog.
That was a big motherfucker.
Bro, my roommates, my rookie year was Ryan Mallett and Dante Stallworth.
Damn.
Right.
Bro, what? Hold on.
That's a crazy room.
That's a crazy. I'm trying to think about ain't no connection coming right. Dante Stallworth already been in the league for a while.
He was old head.
Ryan Mallett been in like a year or two, maybe?
Year or two before me.
That's crazy.
And then it's
the fuck? That's a crazy ass room. Hey, what number you were as a rookie? Did they only do that with drafted players? Where they wouldn't make them super
shitty numbers? Yeah. They didn't do that to us. I had 38 since I walked in the building.
Joe.
I can't remember who that was. It was one of the I can't remember his name. It was Chris something. Boy, they get that boy the 99 jersey. The O-line, D-line 90.
Fucking yeah, but Belichick's still coaching in college. Tomlin's working for the Jaguars now. I actually watched a special on him the other day. Fuck Tom Coughlin and fuck the Giants.
He come from money or anything.
Y'all getting all the information.
Listen to this shit.
I was a mean ass person, but he wasn't. He just say something. We did. You had a contract dispute. We handled it in-house. The moment you step outside this house and say something, you did. Like, we're not about to talk about it no more.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm not mad at that at all.
No, bro, but that's like the thing. Everybody thought Bill was just like this mean ass person, but he wasn't. He just ran, just like any person. I'm running my shit like this. This how I want to run it, nigga. Like, we literally had shit at the same shit y'all used to have on the door walking in. Ignore the noise, not, but that's all the way down the hallway. And on them, it used to be called Trick Dick and Wednesday, because Wednesday you had to know offensive coordinator, all starters, all backup, where the offensive coordinator came from, why the head coach got his job, the owner, how he got the team, if it was inherited or he come from money or anything.
Y'all getting all the information.
We had all that information.
That's fucking nuts.
Oh, and don't
talk about detail.
And don't let it be a coach that he don't like. Because we gonna know your grandchildren's name.
Fucked
we
up.
gonna know who you and
Belichick and his fucking scouting team would find out people's children's name, talk shit. They would talk the worst shit. That's fucking nuts, dude. That's a whole nother level of fucking craziness. That's why I fucking love New England, man. It's like mob type shit. The way they ran that shit. We're going to know the name of your fucking kids. We're going to make fun of your owner. We're going to make fun of your coaches. We're going to know who fucking your wife went out with before you, who she lost her virginity to. These motherfuckers were nuts in New England. Listen to it. This is a real story.
your wife was there. Don't let it be, or he come from money or anything.
Y'all getting all the information.
We had all that information, dog. And
talk about detail.
And don't let it be a coach that he don't like. Because we gonna know your grandchildren's name. We gonna know who you and your wife was dating in college. Just
crazy.
In case it get out of hand. You know what I'm saying?
That nigga not playing.
When I say diabolical, bro. Bill, everything was about your head. If he knew, because if you ever ran on the sideline in front of him.
That one time when we got time to jump outside, when I got Justin Bethel.
Yeah. You remember how he was like trying not to react to y'all coming over there? So imagine if he really didn't like you. He cash. And look, he know you ain't gonna do nothing. He know you ain't gonna do nothing.
I remember he did say, okay, when we got time to jump, I was talking shit. Stupid ass nigga, we use your shit. And he just remember that nigga looked at me and just flipped the paper. I know he was saying something.
Yeah.
He probably looked like, who the fuck are you?
He was cussing you out with his arm.
I'm gonna tell you exactly what he said. This fucking asshole. I'm telling you exactly what he said. This fucking asshole.
He was more mad at y'all though.
Oh no, 100%, bro. When we fuck up our scheme shit, dog, that's bro. It's just like we never running this shit again. Ever.
Throw the whole shit out.
Bro, we had a play where me and James would like release like we was running go routes and just turn them into crosses from both sides, from the outside.
That's some mad ass shit.
I can't remember who. It was one of the tight ends and it wasn't Grunt. I think it was Chandler. He fucking jumped off sides before they played. That nigga Bill said, get everybody off the field. Damn. Went out there, 21 personnel.
Oh, no.
Damn.
Wow.
Damn.
You're running.
Killed it like that.
A false start.
I'm not even gonna run this shit ever again.
Ever again.
Y'all fucked it up. So
Yup,
get out.
it's your fault. And he'll tell you, like, when we go in Monday, it's your fucking fault. It's going in the vault.
I love Do your job.
It's going in the vault.
Bro. And you know how long it took for me to understand what the hell do your job meant?
Bro, why it take you long to understand?
Because do your job. Nigga, we supposed to go out there, win your matchup.
Yeah.
Go win your play. Yeah. Whatever the play is, do the best that you can.
Me too, Joe.
I'm young. I just came from a system where we won and we got our ass whooped. So I'm doing whatever I can do every play.
Yeah.
No. Do your job is literally
right.
Do what the fuck that
You
sheet of
supposed
paper
to
right
do
now.
what you-
Notice if you block the 3, you block the fucking 3. Don't worry about if you see a nigga blitzing, cause that was one thing, especially y'all used to. Oh, I hated y'all when y'all did that shit. Y'all would see us getting ready to release because y'all taking 3 minutes to blitz.
Yeah.
And then y'all just go. But then, what
run right
you notice after a few times y'all got back there, them boys just start leaning that back shoulder in there, like, hey, we here.
Every time.
So
Close that space.
You know what I'm saying? It took that is, and Joe Judge, he one that told me, he's like, you can't put out your neighbor's house fire until you put the fire out your house.
Joe Judge, a good coach.
And that's when it was like, oh.
Dante Scarnecchia,
Bet.
fucking dog.
You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of how it went. And it went to every room. And Bill is a coach that he gonna coach every
Old
position.
school motherfuckers.
Yeah, I know. Hey, Vrabel, bro.
like
That shit is
He
real.
gonna coach every position the same way.
Yeah, he ain't sugarcoating nothing.
Yeah.
Bro, the DBs, I used to feel sorry for the DBs.
That's why I'm glad that Vrabel's back.
Paint that thick line on there. He was like, this is where y'all stand for cover 2. You come off this line, you can't play cover 2 in my program type shit, right? We had one kid, I don't know what was his problem, but that nigga went back there and stayed on that fucking line.
Damn.
He was there 2 weeks.
Got on. Yeah, you gotta get out of here. I can't look at that.
You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't like Bill was being an asshole to him. He tried.
Yeah.
Like, you going first in this drill and you gonna go first every time until you fucking get it right. And he just never tightened up.
That's crazy. Yeah.
It happens.
I don't understand this.
People don't have that mental.
Shit. Just do the shit. You just saw 10 people do it. Just do the shit.
Right. Just do this shit.
It ain't like you ain't never done it before.
Shit. Shit, when I first got to the league, boy, I couldn't block to save my life. I got with our O-line coach, Dante Scarnecchia.
Dante Scarnecchia was a fucking animal.
You got right there on the table.
I love him. Little tiny Italian guy. Vicious.
Scar, keep teaching me how to do all this.
Mean little Italian. Mean little Italian. Say nasty shit. I seen him when I was a kid, when Belichick first started coaching the Pats at Bryant College. He was out there talking massive, nasty shit. He didn't care if kids were around it or not. He's a fucking old, nasty Italian man as far as football is concerned. And he's a tiny guy.
But then at the same time, I'm looking at him as like, it ain't no way you play whole line. Bro, Scar.
There he is.
Scar not human, one.
I think it's that he ain't human.
Bro, you walk in the morning, he's in the infinity pool. And he got it on full blast. And you walk out and like, how long he been in there? He's like, about 40 minutes. What? I'm talking about just a swimming, just a smooth, not a splash or nothing. And then we get out there and he talking to them big ass old linemen like they children.
Yep.
Talking crazy.
You gotta be, what he said? You gotta be dumber than a fucking toddler that doesn't know a dick from a titty.
That's crazy, dude. I told you guys, he used to say the nastiest shit. Dante Scarnecchia say the nastiest shit. You gotta be dumber than a toddler that doesn't know a dick from a titty. That's fucking hilarious.
And he talking to them big ass old linemen like they children.
Yep. Talking crazy.
You gotta be, what he said? You gotta be dumber than a fucking toddler that doesn't know a dick from a titty.
No line coach is saying, bro.
Damn. Bro, he used to talk so bad to them.
That's
boys.
crazy.
And
that shit was made up.
When they moved our meeting rooms, because we used to just meet separately. And then the offense finally got a meeting room like
fucking animal.
I guess they needed some more money. I don't know. So we finally got a room. The O-line sitting in the back.
Fuck hilarious.
His last name Gap.
There's another one, Joey, I'll show you quick too. That was fucking great. The one with Brandon Bolden's one of my favorite ones. And they get stoned while they do it, so it's even funnier. Here we go. And Jalen Collins, the guy in the LSU shirt, right here. He was on the Falcons when the Patriots came back from 28-3 down. This one's great.
I know that was an amazing film, but it has to be. Nah, it can't come close to coming out the locker room being down 20. What? What was the score of the game? Taylor. 20, 24, 30, 27, 20, whatever. They was up. It was this one team called the Falcons, kids. They was up by a lot. They was beating the New England Patriots by a lot, 28-3. And then Brandon Bolden and the New England Patriots went in the locker room and what happened?
Bro, we go in the locker room. Bill walked in, looked at us with straight disgust. I swear he walked in, he looked in. And then we had a coaches meeting. We was like, damn.
He didn't say nothing. Sheesh.
So then all it took was like the right two people. Man, fuck all that. Let's go back out here and do what the fuck we came here to do. And it was like, we came out, we was never tired. We knew, like I said, we knew they had a script.
Tell me, hold on. I seen this. You was on somebody else's podcast, and you were talking about y'all weren't tired. Y'all came out there ready to play some more because of some 3-minute runs.
Yo, God. Yeah.
That shit sounds stupid as hell, bro.
It's what?
3-minute runs.
3-minute
Listen
runs.
to this shit.
So it's a 3-minute run. Every position group has, a different time, like skill, big skill, and line. Lineman, I think, had 600 yards. Or maybe 400. I think they had 400, big skill had 600, and skill position they had to get like 790.
Oof.
You start at the goal line.
You got 3 minutes to do
Run
it.
to the back of the other end zone and back to the goal line.
Yeah, that's
3 minutes straight.
Oh.
No.
Oh, you don't stop?
Oh, you don't stop. You run in 3 minutes to get your yardage.
Yep.
Bro, I was like, okay, yeah, they were different.
So look, so this is the crazy part. When they introduce a workout, you think we gonna do one,
and we ain't gonna see
we gonna,
do some
talk
other-
about it,
yeah.
do something else, and then we'll come back.
Yeah.
No, my nigga, we jumped off the porch with 3 of them things.
That's crazy.
I'm talking
three
about
3-minute runs?
3-minute runs.
Oof.
That's a set.
God.
I know what. I barely made it through them 150s and the full gasses with Yaks.
So look, this is my favorite. This is my favorite 3-minute run. I'll never forget this one. It was the first time when they said, "B, you ain't got to run with the skill. You run with the big skill."
Hell
Bullshit.
yeah.
I'm out of here.
Bullshit.
I'm with you.
I'm running with the big skill, which is linebackers, tight ends, quarterbacks.
Middle group.
Middle ways. Dog, we running. I finished that first one. Back fell because usually when after that first the skill group, my back just hit one of them boys.
300.
It hurting. But look, ran that first. I'm like, oh, I like this big skill group. I feel good. I can run. Boy, that second rep,
Bitch on your back.
I was like, like you was skiing through sand. You just like, But doing nothing funnier. When I look back and I see Tom Brady and Martellus Bennett holding each other up, running like they in a 3-legged race. Come on, Tom, you can't give up. I got you, Marty, baby. And then we do all 3 of them 2 in the back the whole time. Dog, we get in there, and this nigga Marty, as soon as we walk into the locker rooms, like as soon as he walked through the door, full body cramp. My dog army crawl all the way to the fucking training room.
Full bodies ain't
He
no
said,
joke.
bro, you want help? No, they gotta see what they did.
That's hilarious.
Dog, Marty was hilarious, boy.
That's funny as shit.
So them 3-minute runs, dog. So if you think about that, and you know during the season, if you ever watch anything, you hear people like anybody from New England know we go and say you go to the bank.
Yeah. Supposedly that's what saved him in that Falcon Super Bowl.
Yeah, I see how y'all came back.
Yeah.
Y'all just stand a chance, Jalen.
Hey, we
It was built for that shit.
It wasn't no 3-minute run. I can tell you that.
It was built for that
Hell
shit.
no, y'all was out of Flower Branch bullshit.
It wasn't a 3-minute run. That shit sound
like that. I hate them shits, but I ain't gonna lie to you. Whenever it be like, oof, I need to get in shape right quick. I go do one.
Yeah, okay.
One.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna sit my ass down somewhere.
So talk to me, bro. Well, we in the third quarter. Y'all making a comeback. Y'all 3-minute runs on y'all mind. Hey, we about to run it up on the boys.
Yeah.
What that feeling of the comeback was looking like? What it was?
It was really like, you know how people say the ball got to bounce your way? That's just
definitely did.
Exactly what happened.
It definitely did.
It was this much fucking room. I'm down the field at this shit like.
Ain't no way he caught that.
Did this nigga
Edelman
just fucking catch that ball, bro?
Yeah.
It looked like he didn't catch it, but it might be a chance that he caught that shit.
Your football mind like that.
Right. I was like,
Yeah,
what the fuck?
We on the sideline like, ooh, hold on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, shit. That nigga caught it.
And then we on the sideline. Y'all
Greatest catch ever.
That's crazy.
Y'all in
Greatest
trouble
catch
now.
ever.
I said,
One of them.
What the fuck going on?
And the crazy
I'm
thing about that motherfucker right there,
That shit what
he come up with the wildest shit. Like, he make catches like that because he practice catches like that, if that makes sense.
How do you practice shit like that, though? Just
Bro,
throwing the ball up.
He
coming
get one of
through
them, the big balance balls on your knees, and they throw deck of cards at him.
That's nuts.
What? Catch cards.
Hold up. Nigga said the nigga get on his on the little
So he's bouncing himself on the ball, on the exercise
on
ball.
his knee. He get one of their equipment. So it's like he got a bucket of tennis balls and he got a deck of cards in his pocket. So then he'll toss tennis balls to the side, and then once they get about 10 tennis balls, nigga pull out a card.
That's crazy.
So when I say
Wow.
I've seen him do shit like that, I mean that. He really do shit like that. Like,
That's crazy.
Julian was different. Julian, fucking Aaron Hernandez, Gronk, and Tom. Different. Like, work ethic shit, the shit they used to come up with to be doing. It would have you sitting there just like, who the fuck, who taught you?
That's crazy.
Because why are you over here?
Yeah.
Why are you doing this?
Like, what are you doing right now? So, like, when I say I've
whole
seen
nother level.
that, bro, I'm talking about he balanced himself on that ball.
Whole
hard,
nother
about
level.
to fall. He caught it. And right back to work with it, bro.
Once again, another story, but y'all did not stand a chance.
No, like I said, once that happened, we knew what time it was.
Yeah, that catch was fucking. I was like, bruh, that was the drive that we needed. We was finna stop, and then that shit happened. I'm like, what the fuck?
That was y'all. That was first down. They came out the PNT hot.
Yeah.
No, the sack was the
And
biggest.
that's another thing. It take Tom to really piss Josh McDaniels off. Not Josh. We used to say Josh about to get that funky shit going. We about to start calling all type of wild shit. Nigga, we running fake stretch left, double seam right.
Niggas just running shit.
Niggas just running shit.
Damn super, goddamn.
Damn super like a motherfucker. Just get it out. I don't even need it no more. Run it.
That's what he say. I'm about to empty the clip on these boys.
Yeah, run it.
Real talk. So it'd be
Yep,
like, bro.
and they get in that hurry up
and
offense,
Dante calls in the
and
phone.
Brady would just kill him.
That might, as a running back, that's what fucked y'all.
This was the biggest play of the game besides Edelman's catch.
I don't know what Matt was looking at because Matt didn't point to him either. Like nobody saw. Like Dante was invisible.
Hightower with that sack.
Yeah,
that shit was wild.
It was huge.
That shit was wild.
Like
It was right after the last touchdown.
That's crazy.
He closed his eyes.
That's crazy.
The running back, what's his name? Freeman closed his eyes when he was about to hit him. He had to, bro.
I don't think he really didn't see him.
He probably ain't see
Just
it.
look, cause he was.
Yeah, you can't see with your eyes closed.
No, yeah, because he was looking the other way, but he was.
You want to know something? I'm looking at it now. he looking at Chunk. No, he looking across the field.
He blew the coverage.
The field,
Then he was like,
And he's starting to get out, and then he accidentally damn near running.
I was about to make an excuse for him, but no.
why is he looking away? Why is he looking the other way?
He was fucked up.
Yep.
It
Man, I don't-
It was
He blew the protection.
Fucked up protection.
Because he fucked the whole protection up.
Look, they all going away. They left him, but why would you leave him with 54? Brandon Hightower, future roommate.
Dante Hightower, not Brandon.
That'll do it.
There you go. What drill got this?
Right.
Ball out.
Damn, y'all that said, shot my boy Chris Long out there, baby. That's my dog.
Yeah, long, funny.
Bro, hilarious, bro. That was my nigga. I came in the league to this nigga, James Knight, Will Hayes. You know, them boys had me rolling.
A little bit of funny stories, some recent sports news, NFL news. I think I'm going to call it a night. I got a doctor's appointment in the morning. Thank you guys for checking me out. A day closer to the NFL season. Psyched about that. Weight loss going well. I will catch you guys either tomorrow or later in the week. Hang in there. We're almost to the season. Peace.